Everybody. So, my family and I went over to my buddy's house to watch the World Series tonight, and the Rangers blew it. But we still had a lot of fun. The boys got to play and played video games and got to stay up late. All that good stuff. That's fun for kids to do. And my wife and I and my buddy were just all having a good time. Had pizza and whatnot. And he said, "Hey, I found some cards the other day when I was out." And I saved them from the trash. Do you want to take a look at them? I found a box of cards. I was like, well, yeah, I want to take a look at your cards. My buddy's a pool guy, and so he's in alleys all the time and going in and out of houses and, and they're through the gates and whatever. And he finds so much amazing stuff that people just throw away. And so I'm always shocked and amazed at what he finds. And I was like, yeah, he's like, okay, I'll go grab the box of cards. And I was thinking it's just like, a little box of cards. I was kind of pumped about it. No, he meant two giant, like copy paper boxes full of cards. Mostly baseball, a little bit of football, and it looks like it's all mid to late 80s. And I don't think there's going to be a lot of value there, but I thought it would be fun to do some Don Mattingly hunting. So I'm going to do a little series that I'm going to dedicate to my buddy. And I don't know what I'm going to call it yet, but I'm going to see how many Mattinglys I can pull out of this. And maybe even complete some of my sets. I'm really close to completing some of my junk era sets, and I think this might put me over the top on at least a couple of them. Pretty exciting. I'm not going to thumb through them in front of you from all of them because it'll take forever. But I thought I would just grab a couple boxes at a time and show you what my hits are. So wish me luck. All right, so I went through this first box, and I think I might cut out at least these three just for grins: the Henderson, Lasorda, and Keith Hernandez. Almost all 89 tops. These are some TTMers I'm going to set aside. These I need to look through and see if I need them for any of my sets. These are gun stained. They're just trash. Those are done. Found some Sport Flicks, which were kind of cool. I'll see what year is this. 86. Some 86 Sport Flicks. I just have always liked those. This one is one solo, a Fredlin from 80. Man, I need to get better glasses. 4, 5, 6. It's 87, looks like. Just one Fredlin, Hall of Famer. Found two Mattinglys. This one's a little spotted up, but would be a good page filler until I find a good one. But the corners on these are halfway decent. The centering is off a little bit, but yeah, any Donnie is a good Donnie. This one I liked a lot. It's another one of the Sport Flicks. It has Carew, Nikero, Pete Rose, Nolan Ryan, Tom Seaver, and Matt Tallman. So this one is definitely a PC card for me for that Nolan Ryan. But very fun. Some stickers, and this one might be the best. This is 78 tops. Well, Brooksy, obviously off-centered. The corners aren't terrible though, so I think that was the hit. Probably, a couple few bucks maybe for that card on a good day. But it's happy to find at least a couple Donnies and one Nolan. So box one down. Okay, so next up I had these three, or I found three so far. 1988 Topps Traded Series, 1 through 132. None of them were in order, so I pulled them all out so I could try to put them in order. And as far as I can tell, the best card is number 4, which is the Roberto Alomar rookie, and he's of course a Hall of Famer. I have this in my collection on a PSA 10, so I was really looking for that, and I could not find it, so therefore none of these are going to be a complete set. Offhand, I don't see anything else really that's interesting in this set, so I will keep digging. All right, next up there were 2 open boxes of these 88 Donruss. I went through them, and it wasn't picked completely clean, but it didn't have the Glavin or even like a Mark Grace in there. But I did find one Donnie Baseball, and then some of these were these 86 Sport Flicks. And interesting about this one is I did find a Mattingly, or did I find 2? So this one has got Mattingly on it. And this one also has Mattingly on it. Who else is on that one? Wade Boggs and Rod Carew. And then this one, I thought it was funny. Sandberg, Garvey, and Pete Rose. But you start off with kind of a happy Sandberg, and it goes into a very grumpy Pete Rose. So yeah, he just looks like he's a bad drunk. And then random, the 79 Steve McCarver was in there. So I know that there's some more of these in other boxes and some more of these, and I don't know how many more of these other these Donners are out there, but most of these are in pretty good shape. So I might throw this against the ones that I already have in my collection and see how close I can get to making a set. So we'll see how I do. But happy to have a couple more Donnie baseballs. I don't know if I have both of those. I might have one, but pretty excited about it anyway. So stay tuned. All right, so there were a couple boxes of the 89 Fleer. I was looking for, of course, Don Mattingly, none of those. No Nolan Ryans. I was looking for the Billy Ripken, no luck there. And yeah, nothing really to speak of. The Griffey rookie wasn't in there, nor was the Randy Johnson rookie. So big names, but mostly commons. And I think at this point now I am required to try to make the set. So I will use this with what I currently have and then start yet another project. But I thought these were kind of cool. I hadn't seen these in a while. The All-Star team inserts. Actually kind of had forgotten about them. So that's kind of cool. And then found that little Bo Jackson. And there are a couple of those in there. But like I said, there's some big names and there's Gibby. There's lots of Hall of Famers in there. But the value cards aren't there. And, value for junk era. So there it is. Okay, so this one's pretty fun. I haven't looked at any of these yet. I just pulled it out of a long box. We have 85 Topps Donruss, 86 Donruss, and then there's a bunch of random stuff in here. There's Close Encounters cards. There's like these Yamaha motorcycle cards I've never seen before. Just little small quantities of late 70s, maybe some early 80s football. Look at all these Superman cards. Those are really fun. Battlestar Galactica. We have Happy Days. We have Charlie's Angels, some Kiss cards, and 77? Yeah, 77 Topps. Not in good shape, but very interesting. So I'm going to look through these and see if there's anything worth talking about. All right, so first up, we have this Close Encounters of the Third Kind, 1977. No real value here because these cards are in not great shape, but there's some cool ones. Like this one is actually halfway decent, but you can get the whole set for like $8 on eBay. So not a lot of value there, but super cool, and it makes me want to look up and see if any of these actors will sign TTM. I vaguely remember the movie, but it wasn't my kind of movie. I liked the slasher and the horror movies, and I liked the sci-fi movies. I don't know, for some reason, I know people absolutely love it, but it just wasn't my jamming when I was a little kid. So I don't know. Anyway, I thought that was kind of fun. I guess it's a set of 100 and... I just saw it. I just saw the whole set, and here it is. Set of 66 cards with stickers. So, I don't know. I don't think this is the whole set. But either way, it's pretty rough shape. I just thought it was kind of fun to see. Okay, so I believe these are 1972 Street Chopper Hot Bike Magazine trading cards. Wow, that is a mouthful right there. 1972. These are not in pristine condition by any stretch of the imagination, but what a blast from the past. I can just picture little boys getting these cards and dreaming about the bikes that they were going to get just as soon as they could. Mowing the lawn, whatever they could do to put some quarters together. like, oh, do I get baseball cards or do I get my fantasy chopper right there? Anyway, an Embryo Sportster. Very fun. Again, not a ton of value there because of the condition of these cards. If they're in better condition, I think they would have certainly more value. But maybe, I don't know, maybe a quarter a card or something. I think that's pretty generous. And I think also it's trying to find somebody that will actually buy them. Yeah, so condition is going to hold this one. So let me look at eBay right now. So that one just sold for $1, but that's in a lot better condition. I'm not sure that I could sell these for my buddy, but pretty fun to see. All right, so I found another little box full of late 70s, early 80s football. I went through all of them, and they were okay. I pulled out some cards for my buddy because the one who gave me the cards, because I know he is a Cowboys fan. I just pulled some of the bigger names out for him, and then I found these four are probably my favorite. Mel Renfro, he's awesome. Ahmad Rashad, Ron Jaworski, Jaws, and this Archie Manning. I know Archie signs TTM pretty good, and Mel Renfro signs in person quite a bit in my neck of the woods. So hopefully he likes these. I'll put them aside for him. All right, so I went through the baseball. The 77 tops, all pretty rough condition and not much to talk about there. 85 tops, no, mostly just commons, no real big names or anything. And certainly no Don Mattingly's, which is a bummer. The 85 Donruss, same deal. And went through the 86 Donruss, which I always really liked this set a lot, but really nothing to talk about. So no go for baseball. Lots of good TTM fuel, though. All right, and I thought we'd wrap it up by just looking at some of these oddball cards. These are Kiss. I'm not even sure what year. I just thought they were really fun. It's got to be, 70s at some point. There's no year on them. Oops. It looks fake. Oh, there's a good one. That's a good one. This is Kiss. Charlie's Angels. I don't know anything about these cards, really. I've seen them here and there, but certainly not, don't see them pop up all the time. I am very curious to see if anybody signs TTM. We'll put fair on the front. Gotta put fair on the front, right? All right, so now your vote. What's better, the TV show or the movies? I think everybody's gonna say the TV show. Dun, 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 dun. Jill nabs a crook. All right, so those are fun. All right, the Fonz, Happy Days. I do remember watching this quite a bit as a kid. Yeah, good clean fun, good humor. Everybody loves the Fonz. Battlestar Galactica. This is nerdrific right here, man. Nerd-tastic. Whoa. That was trippy. I think a lot of extracurriculars went to the writers when they were trying to figure out, get inspiration for their shows, because these characters are wild. That's a cool card, though. Inside the Chosen Chamber. All right, and last but not least, Superman, which I think is super fun. This General Zod sticker may be worth $1. I like that one a lot. Very, very fun. Christopher Reeves is my favorite Superman. Very, very fun. All right, well, that was it. I still have a ton to go through, but I didn't want this to get too long. So I'm going to leave it there. Just a handful of Don Mattingly's. As far as value cards, none. A bunch of set building stuff, a bunch of TTM stuff. Kind of what I was anticipating. But I hope you enjoyed a quick look at the random stuff we saved from the dump. Talk to y'all later. Bye.